Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
On the set.
Fire. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Using his legs, it's Lewis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Off play action on first down. Now adjusting. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making checks. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tennessee. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And as he throws, got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
So for the defense, yes, gave up the completion, but you keep rushing the passer like that, and eventually you might be able to affect the quarterback a good amount throughout the game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Jefferson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access.
And it's slipped out. Defense grabs her football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here is the Tennessee offense. That 14-point lead breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Johnson looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going right and going deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on second down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's send the tight end in motion. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Touchdown Volunteers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Durham. Turning it on! And he's wrestled to the ground. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. back to pass. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Runs through the tackle. He's into the open down the middle. He's inside the 40, the 20. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
It is so nice to have a guy that can take a play that looks like it's going for no gain, break the tackle, and then you've got an explosive play now in great field position.
It's so awesome. You don't have to block it perfectly. He makes the guy miss, breaks the tackle, goes almost all the way down the field. Great play call. Give it to that guy.
The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He'll pull it on the read.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. Ernie on the Jets. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown LSU. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The toss to the outside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the balls are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got his man all by himself. Running through contact. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown balls! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up at the touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This time they'll go to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, fourth down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
LSU Tigers will take over. First and 10.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy, and you put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. see, ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to quit the field position with the return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Ready, set. Easy.
The give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first down.
Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Coastal Carolina. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
LSU.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And he really needs to get away a good kick here. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got it inside the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, you can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. If they can just hang on for two more plays after this extra point, they're going to win this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Wide open downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.